This public service announcement has been paid for by Uncle Vainglorious.
What up, though? Let's get right into it. I said I'd be back to give more short form content, so here we go, man. What we talking about? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we here to talk about. The same thing everybody else been talking about all week. I swear to God, this week has been the longest year ever. I try to practice a new methodology to how I think about things and how I allow myself time to assess things, even in my own life, because that's what this platform is all about, right? Self-awareness. So in life, instead of reacting to things innately without giving it any thought, we can all be erratic, sporadic, whatever addict you want to throw on to that sentence. And I myself can go from 0 to 600,000 real quick. So I'm trying to give things 72 hours. Something happens, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. I try to give myself 72 hours to process it before I open my mouth about it. Just a slight suggestion that maybe, just throwing that out there. Don't take it as nothing. I don't care to talk about this stuff, but algorithmically, this is what y'all want to hear the personalities on YouTube talk about, the things that happen in pop culture. So, and I've woken up to podcasts that have already addressed this, talking about it again. This is the only reason I'm speaking on it, because I cannot open my phone and listen to anything that I normally enjoy without hearing about this situation. I am tired of it. I'm talking about day 3, I was tired of it. This just happened 7 days ago. And it feels like we have been talking about this forever. I feel like Uncle Murder already rapped about it on a wrap-up already. That's how it feels. It feels like this happened 7 years ago, and it happened 7 days ago. The slap heard around the world, man. What stance or position do I take on it? None. You don't have to take a stance on everything. I've been watching everybody do think pieces, and it's become about protecting black women and hair and all these socio-economical. Like, everything's a think piece now. Like, everybody's so deep and so fucking woke. I wish I would go to sleep sometimes. I really do. How do I feel about it? Like, just in the grand scheme of things, do we really have to say that putting your hands on people is wrong? They told you this shit in like preschool, first grade, whatever. Am I here to pick a side? No. And I don't understand why everybody else is. That's what I come here to do. I come here to react to the reactions, because we're not in that room. I keep seeing people say, well, Will Smith was chuckling right before the joke and Jada rolled her eyes, and that, we don't know how they edit things. Was the Oscars live? I don't even know. I wasn't watching that shit. I was watching URL Any Given Sunday, where Sue Surf fucked up an event because they matched some niggas out. And the irony of Sue Surf and Will Smith having the exact same type of night at the same time is, I find all of this hilarious, to be honest. Now, is it a laughing matter? You got people trying to take awards from people. I don't know what's true and what's not, because I see these blogs, I don't follow the Shade Room and shit, but unfortunately I'm in a group chat with family members, and some of them are a little younger, and most of them are women, so they share little tidbits of information about every little celebrity kerfuffle that happens. And I see some shit about Netflix holding off on one of Will's movies. The Oscars are trying to take the award back. Uh, Last thing I heard was, and from what I know, Chris Rock didn't press charges, didn't want Will escorted out of the venue, didn't leave it at that. Now, and I've seen the one that really folds my forces is we need to learn how to act in front of white people because the Oscars is what? What? Y'all can't be serious. Y'all can't still be pushing that agenda in 2022. We ain't, what are we, 115 years removed from slavery or something like that? I get it. It's going to take a long time to reverse that curse, but the earth has been around 2022 years, right? Or something of that nature. Our civilization of it. And we still pushing, learn how to behave and be a good old Negro in front of white people. All right, y'all can have that. I'm just here to speak about this because as I speak about this, the Grammys are happening tonight. And I don't know if Kanye, because the last I heard, Kanye was supposed to be banned. Eat your heart out, Kanye. Somebody, wherever Kanye at, take his phone, hold that man down tonight. Because y'all know how he felt when he saw Will walk up on that stage and slap Chris Rock. I'm only here for the jokes. I find some of this stuff hilarious. Y'all know how he felt. The last 2 decades have been Kanye doing something in public. We ain't had it's ODB in the 90s. It's Kanye in the 2000s. It's Kanye in the 2010s. What, with Taylor Swift was, 08-ish or something? The Pusha T rant was like 2015. It's motherfucking Pusha T. It's Pusha T. You know, y'all remember Kanye has been the I'ma run for president. It's the 20, So for Will Smith to George Bush, don't like black people with the Kanye thing. I'm going to go back there. You know Kanye got a bunch of different things. Y'all know he was somewhere shaking in his moon boots when he saw that. He might go up there on the Grammys and punch everybody in the crowd. Somebody, hey, wherever y'all are at right now, guard Kanye. Protect Kanye at all costs, please. I'm just bullshitting, joking around, man. And that's what we hear about, right? Jokes. Jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes. Now, I know Will didn't think that was going to be the end of the jokes. Now you're going to, can you imagine how giddy Uncle Murder was when he saw this? Man, can y'all imagine where Uncle Murder was at when Will, because that's all this is about. He cracked a joke. Now, and this is the thing that I'm coming here to say, man. People, y'all too hard on each other. And y'all not self-aware enough to be talking about somebody else. Y'all not in that room. Y'all don't know what the energy actually felt like in the room. Meanwhile, y'all can point fingers, and it's so many people now that are coming out in support of Chris Rock. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, because at the end of the day, there was a person at his breaking point, an emasculated black man that decided to emasculate another black man and project all the pain that he'd been going through from his public scrutiny on to Chris Rock. And now you subject Chris Rock to however many decades of public scrutiny that you can have. The day these gentlemen die, both of these gentlemen, this will be an iconic stain, unfortunately, on both of their rap sheets, man. This is nasty mustard on both of their jackets, and it's unfortunate because Chris Rock didn't ask for it. I don't think, and that's what I mean about people. Y'all can sit up and say, well, he knew she had alopecia. How do y'all know any of this? Everybody got an opinion, and that's why I'm here. I'm just throwing an opinion in the hat of opinions, because that's all everybody do is talk about each other. But do we have that self-awareness about ourselves? Somewhere in America, first and foremost, if you've ever been in love with a woman, or whatever whatever you decide to love. You wanted to slap the shit out somebody else to protect that person. Don't say, if you've loved somebody, it's happened. You wanted to smack somebody to show that person your undying love for them. You see, some of y'all got to fight every night to prove y'all love to somebody that's probably cheating on you right now. Come on. We not finna do this. I'll be 1,000,000% right now honest and say, it's niggas I want to smack right now for women that I'm not with and have no desire to be with anymore. Sue me. It happens. This big, like I said, this big elongated, week-long breakdown of everything that's happening with all these deep dives and all these blaming. You don't have to pick a side. You can love both of these men. At the end of the day, both of these 50-plus-year-old men are fucking wealthy. Not rich, wealthy. I mean, yeah, it could have got deeper because people can say, well, what if Chris Rock went home and killed himself that night? Nobody would want to see that happen. What if Will Smith would have? This is a bunch of pain. Hurt people at the end of the day. We know this. Y'all making a bigger fuss about this than when them white boys walked up in the Capitol like the NWO last fucking year. Them niggas walked in the Capitol and said, fuck everybody. Like, what? These niggas walked in like the NWO last year and tore the Capitol up. I see more fuss about Chris Rock and Will Smith in a week than I hear about the white boys who stormed the Capitol. Y'all just swept that shit right up under the rug. Did all of them catch cases while we taking this Will Smith, Chris Rock thing so seriously? Have they been prosecuted? The people y'all, like, what's going on with that? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Yes, at the end of the day, it was some jokes. Will shouldn't have went up there and done that. He could have said what he said from the audience, kept it moving. I'm not here to say what nobody should have done because you don't know what any of you would do until any of you are in those moments. Meanwhile, y'all walk around here like y'all oh so fucking perfect and everybody is so wealthy and moral fiber. Nobody has morals. That's another one of my new sayings. Nobody has morals. None of y'all do. Everybody ain't shit. Stop playing with yourself. Just everybody's trying to project this oh so. Oh my God, man. I can't believe this is the world we live in. I'm sorry. I'm from the 90s where people just said what the fuck they wanted to say. And maybe that was a little poisonous to society. But come on, man. We are not about to sit here and act as if we're holier than thou. None of us. The people I'm seeing talk about it, it's like, yeah, people make mistakes. I just wish people would give other people the same grace they'd expect from fucking up the way they do. Because I see Joe Rogan talking about shit. Didn't you just have a whole bunch of niggas? Didn't you just have a whole bunch of videos of you saying nigga more than Trinidad James and you had to apologize, sir? I see Ari Spears talking about, yeah, that's corny because everybody want to step up in the defense of the comedians now. All of a sudden, the comedians is united. Some of you motherfuckers, I don't, because everything ain't comedy. I feel like some of you niggas is comedians before y'all black men. And I'm going to keep it at that. I'm not even going to, because I'm not here to vilify anybody either. I think that's the problem. But you have people like I said, Ari Spears, calling him corny for walking up on stage. But was you corny when you was at Corey Holcomb podcast, egging homeboy on that whooped your ass in there? When you was drunk and talking crazy? Was you corny then? I don't know. Give people the grace you would allow. Like, quit demanding things of people that you don't demand of yourself. Start there. Start there. I wasn't even trying to come here to rant, and I don't really have a lot of theory on this. I don't have a lot of opinion about it. I don't really care. Just know at the end of the day, Will, the jokes is finna take off all year. Every comedian in the world is on your ass this year. And rightfully so. This is what we're here. Comedians are here to make things that the bulk of us find uncomfortable, the things that we struggle with, because everybody's struggling with something. Life is everybody carrying something. Will was a prime example of somebody carrying a lot of things, and one more straw or one less hair broke the camel's back, and that was it. That was it. This happens. This is how schools get shot up. All type of things happen. We live in a barbaric world. Let's not act like we don't, man. Let's not act like we don't. People fuck up. I hope to see those brothers work together someday, or sit down and work it out, or something. And I think it's gonna happen. Like I said, eventually. They're fucking wealthy, and Chris Rock tickets just went through the roof. You think that he's not gonna address this on stage when he going on tour with Kevin Hart this summer? You think he's not gonna address this on stage? Y'all think he's not gonna get up there and make light of this? This is what comedians do. They make light of uncomfortable things. This is what was happening with the Jada shit. And I don't think that was very uncomfortable. I think, hey, bald head, G.I. Jane too. I don't think he knew that woman had alopecia. And a lot of you niggas need to read more before y'all talk about shit. Y'all talking about, well, it's alopecia, it's just losing hair. It's like, go look up what alopecia is. It's a immune disorder. And I ain't sitting here like I'm Dr. Feelgood Fauci or no shit. I don't know everything, but it doesn't hurt to read some things. It just doesn't hurt to read things. I promise you. I promise you, it does not hurt to read things. It doesn't. It can cause disfiguration on the scalp, things of that nature. I got a cousin that got alopecia, but he all right now. I've seen, something of that nature. But end of the day, all of this situation is nuanced. All of it is. We don't have to directly pick a side or vilify any one person. And much respect to Chris Rock for holding it down. They could have had a whole nigga moment on that stage. And if they got to catch a fade, because we need to bring that back. I'm not saying it should have happened in that moment, but let's bring smacking the shit out some of these niggas. That's a big problem with social media now. Everybody's so comfortable talking and violating. Maybe if we bought smacking niggas back, this would not happen as much. Motherfuckers would know their place and move around with a bit more respect and maybe mind their business a little more. How about that? I understand, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm not sticking around on this much longer because I really don't give a fuck about this stuff. But I had to come address it because the world's talking about it. And some people asking me how I felt about it. I don't feel anything about it. These brothers work that shit out themselves, man. Y'all stop worrying about it. I know it's public. So this is what happens when things in public happen. I seen niggas talking about there's another thing Ari Spears did with his corny ass. I don't want to call that man corny because I don't know him. But to me, that was corny. And this is the thing about us living in the project yourself world. When you put yourself out here in public to speak publicly, you subject yourself to public scrutiny as well. So while that man sitting up calling somebody corny, what was I about to say about this nigga? Oh yeah, he brought up Tupac. Why do y'all keep bringing up Tupac? Have we ever had any knowledge of them having sexual relationships in history? We know Pac was in love with her. Pac always said that. Pac also said himself, and this is the person who went out in front of the world and said he fucked Biggie's wife. But he also said he's never ever had a sexual relationship with Jada Pinkett, but he had that love for her. We know that he proposed to her in prison. He said these things. Jada has said these things publicly, but every single time y'all talk about that man like he said Tupac wouldn't do that, or all of this shit, like that's corny. Well, y'all calling somebody else corny. This goes back to the thing of me always saying we're all weirdos. We're all weirdos calling each other weirdos. And I try to get out of that statement because I call people weirdos because it is levels to this shit. It's good weird and bad weird. And some of you niggas is a little bit strange, man. Y'all a bit peculiar. And I don't understand it. It is what it is, though. More stuff is going to happen. And this is just going to be the thing that we care about this week until we don't care about it until something else happens. Everybody was talking about everybody was talking about the Ukraine last week. And whatever the case. I saw the Shade Room drop the calendar they do every year, where January was Antonio Brown, I think. February was I don't know. I'll throw it in here so y'all can see what it was, but I think they got that wrong. Cause January was Busy Bone. You ugly motherfuckers ain't about to be mocking me. And that's how Will felt when he walked up on that stage. You ugly motherfucker, Pookie ain't about to be watching me. Cause like I said, I done spent 20 minutes writing about this, and all I really came to do was laugh at the shit. Never in my life, if you would have told me when I was 9 years old, bro, that that the Fresh Prince was gonna smack the taste out Pookie mouth one day, I would have never believed you. Now, Mr. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Could you imagine if Chris Rock would have had the reaction? Remember, I don't know if a lot of y'all might not have been outside. Was that a Living Color? Whatever he was on, he used to do that. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Could you imagine? And when Will smacked him, he said, Good Lord. In his voice, I can't do Chris Rock impression. But, oh, man. I ain't even gonna lie. When I first saw it, I didn't even think it was real because I was just getting off the URL event and it was ending because they had to cut Sue Surf, and Cortez battle early. And all I saw was the first memes of keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. I just saw that. I didn't know it was a whole smack happened until about 20 minutes later. So I saw other clips of it. And they say Will smack. I had to go back and watch the whole thing. And it didn't even look real, especially when he walked off and fixed his suit. It was like, had his little smirk on. Y'all done made enough memes already, but I thought Men in Black. I thought Muhammad Ali, remember the scene in Muhammad Ali where the little boy, he told the little boy to hold his hands up and he said, what'd he say? Some shit like, what'd he say? I bet I can hit you 15 times in 6 seconds or something like that. And he didn't move and he said, did I hurt you? That's all I was thinking about was the Ali coming out of him. Did I hurt you? I had so many different things playing in my head. I'm getting a headache right now. All I was thinking was when he was walking up to the stage, when I watched it initially and then saw it, like watch it over and over and over again, I started picturing him going up to the stage with somebody in the background talking about, oh. I'm sorry, my voice is hoarse. I've been drinking hot tea, bitch, but it ain't working today. I had a long night. I was yelling, going crazy about Stone Cold being on WrestleMania, but, oh, shit. Oh, everybody was kung fu. That nigga was fast as lightning. It couldn't have been a hard slap, but it was an e-hand. Ooh, it was just a quick, like, come, bro. We're not going to act like we didn't see the humor in this. And I'm not saying that these people don't have people that love them. And this is why I don't want to see it go. Like, because you seen Chris Rock's brother did a show a couple nights ago. And he like, nigga, it's on all year. Like, this could be something else. He said Chris Rock got 10 brothers. Or 9 brothers. We only know Tony and Chris, but it's 8 more Rock brothers or some shit like that. This could be, you might get hit by a Rock brother and not see it coming, Will, while you out somewhere and then security got to duff them out. Or, God forbid, y'all kids, because I think they both have grown kids. I know Will Smith got grown kids, but what if it's trickled down and the kids started fighting each other? This is that thing that happened in the hood where family fights. One person hits somebody else, the next person. I've seen whole families running across streets fighting each other. Y'all know what it's like. Y'all from the hood, y'all know. And both these men they ain't been there in a long time. Like, they haven't been of the hood in a long time. But he from Brooklyn, he from Philly, man. We know what's up and we know where this could go and we know how stupid this is, and this shouldn't have happened that way. But things happen. We explode. Hurt people. From this point on, let's try to get to some healing and shit. I know I don't be trying to, because I ain't here to just come here and be super duper positive no more. However I feel is how I feel. And some days I wake up feeling like, oh, let's save the world. And sometimes I feel like, fuck this place. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. We all do. Let's get back to being human and stop being so judgy and woke and high in moral fiber. That was kind of my point. I don't have much more to say, man. Y'all know me. Y'all know what time it is. Glad to be back. And for anybody that's new, welcome. And for anybody that's old, welcome back. I will be doing more of these, more shorter. This ran is longer than I expected. I only wanted to really give this about 10 minutes of my time today, but hey, whatever, man. Don't do it for the likes. Like what you do. Uncle Vic out. Oh! I'm done, man.